Alright, welcome back. So I just went back to the lodge, Riverside Lodge, and I dumped a bunch of crap in storage so that I don't have the carry weight as high as it was before. I thought maybe that wasn't so interesting for you to watch, so yeah, I just did that off camera basically. But now we have a decision to make. So either we can go to Falkreath, I think it's down here somewhere, or we can, I'm kind of interested in doing this Meridius Beacon quest, but that is a long trek, and I don't want to fast travel with the carriage or anything. I want to walk there to experience. So maybe, just maybe, we will go to Falkreath, do some questing there, and then walk this way around and up and see what we can find. Because this little trek here gave us a fair piece of experience regarding quests and what have you, so why not, just go. So I think that might be the play actually. I'm gonna get going whilst I talk about it, because I've pretty much decided. And of course I'm getting tired. So let's head back. We're right here. I don't want to take into an inn when I'm right next to my very expensive house. So might as well just sleep in here and get ready for the trek wherever the beds are. I don't remember. They're probably here somewhere. Like in here, for instance. This looks a little bit... Yes, it sure does. So 2 p.m. Okay, so I'm gonna rest for... That's AM plus a little bit. That should be like 6 a.m. or something. Well rested and hungry. I didn't drop off any food items because, want to be able to eat when we're hungry. It's not up there. I just went here. I know it's not up there. So let's just head out. And head to Falkreath, I think. Still raining. It was snowing when I got here, but it changed to rain, so I guess this is a different biome or something. It has been quite a while since I played, because I was away on vacation for a little bit, which was all nice and nifty, but it's still nice to be back, running around in the Skyrims. It's a nice... comfy feeling playing this. It's very chill, which I appreciate. We've been up there, so this is Riverwood? Yes. I thought it would be 6 a.m. or something. Maybe I am. Yeah, it is. Still very dark though. I wonder if that is dependent on the time of year, like the Midas Hurt, the third of Hurtfire. If it's dependent on that, how I don't know how advanced this system is or how in depth. Falkreath. I should go this way, shouldn't I? Yes, I should.
I'll always consider Riverwood my home. There's no better feeling than taking every breeze and dipping your toes into the rushing current.
If you say so, Zora. Yes, I don't know how in depth the season system is, if it is change in how long the day is. I mean, it would be cool, but I don't know if that's a thing. But one would think that it would be bright out at like 7 a.m. in the morning. Unless, of course, you're from one of the Nordic countries and it is in the winter, because then, of course, it is dark all of the time. All of the time. So let's see. I'm just guessing, by the way, that Falkreath is this way because I don't really remember. I mean, it's not... I think it is like here or something like that, so... Should I go to Helgen and... yeah, let's go. Let's head to Helgen and then around and up. I think that's a good idea. Then I didn't need it to go on this back road, but it doesn't matter. It does not matter. Ah, and now it's starting to get a little brighter, which is nice. Yeah, so I basically dumped pretty much everything. I had a small little idea in last episode about doing some crafting and blacksmithing. I even put a point into blacksmithing, I think, and yeah, I think I'm just gonna pass on that because, you know, don't really care anymore. The view distance is pretty good. Pretty good. So basically I just dumped everything except for what I need for this trip. Need to remember to favorite some stuff because I think no, don't need to. Looks like everything is... Yeah, I wanted to disenchant the iron short spear of burning because having burning axe or something. Could be cool if I can. I mean, I couldn't do it with the frost damage thing, but yeah, it's what it is. And I still don't really know why I couldn't do it with the frostbite enchantment, but there's probably a very good reason. Probably a very good reason. There's a little cottage or something over here. Let's go check that out. Now that we're on exploration mode. And something there and something... Here is all of the stuff. What is closest? Let's go for the cave first. Can I get up this? Yes, I can. Does it matter? No, not really, because I can't get past the wall anyway. Ah, it's a silly... Okay, then it's the house over here. I will do first. Isn't my camp around here somewhere? Where I started this whole journey? I think so. Like over here or something. There. Maybe. What do we have? Wolves? Yeah. Well. Okay. Easy enough. I'll grab the pelt. Why not? Okay, so yeah, this cottage is on the other side, so I will follow the road for now. I was probably hunting these elk, deer. That's not a deer. That's like a elk, reindeer type thing. Reindeer, deer. Okay, fair enough. Bandit barbarian. Hey, I got him. I need to check the enchantment of this bow. Ooh, good. No, there we go. Ooh, that's a good one. Oh yes, maybe that's the thing with the heavy with the heavy attacks. I need to be a little bit further away so that I charge into them. Have one more? Yeah, one more. Up in the tower, I guess. Gold from the burnt corpse. Nothing. And there is even more, but they're on the... They weren't here the last time I was here. Steel arrow. No, don't want any of that. Yes, you are in here. That's what I'm guessing, at least. Hey, one-handed increased. There you are. Gotcha. I gotcha. And then we have more, and I assume that they are on the other side of the wall. Over here. But I can't really see them, but I guess they are over here somewhere. Oh well. Anyway, we don't really care, that's not why we're here. Battle Mage. What did I level up now? Heavy armor increased and a level. Cool. There they are. There they are. I should have jumped over and out, but no. I want to get to that cave thing over there. How do I get there? Walk around? Is there a little path? This does not look like a path to me, but maybe. No. No. And I'm not gonna try the jumping thing, because jumping is so weird in this game. But I wanna get... Maybe I can get through this house here, maybe. Now that there are no... there's no fire. And... minor healing, strength, coin purse, 76 coin. Not bad. Not bad at all. I wonder where that cave is. Okay, not up there. I'm guessing on the other side of that, like over there somewhere, but I need to get around. So let's take the carriageway in. Or out. Oh. Hello. Oop. Hey. Can I? Ooh, nice. Well, I got interrupted by Janessa's... Come on. Hit. Nope. Nope. I just wouldn't want to hit. Oh, I am out of stamina. Like, can we actually hit this person now, please? There we go. Thank you, thank you. Very good. Very good. Okay. Gold lockpick. No, don't want any of that. Do we want to get out this way? Yes, we do. Apprentice. Why would this gate be locked? I wonder. Come on. Give it. No. There we go. There, we found it. Ah, yes. Very good. And I would assume... Okay, so where is this? We have Riften this way, so let's see where that leads. Yeah, that's this way. Did I just walk the weirdest way possible to get there? No, yeah, now I remember. I went this way and then I jumped down the cliffs of the mountain here. That's how I got there. Right. So that's Riften over here, we knew that. And then we have Ivarstead and Helgen right there, yes. But we want to go this way because we want to check out this cave over here. Which is what we want to do. And it's cold here. I see on my trusty compass. Alright. Here is somewhere a cave. Footprints. There's something up there. I wonder if that is Stormcloaks or Imperialists, maybe? Could be. I like the footprints. That's pretty cool to see. There's the cave. Did I just go the weirdest way possible? I think so. There might have been a way up over there. Well, in either case, Greywater Grotto. Dead wolf. Is that a wolf cub? No, that's a fox. That's a fox. I still want to just check out what's up here. Nothing. Alright, let's head into the cave and have a look. Greywater Grotto is there. First... okay. First thought is that this is trolls. That's my guess. But, oh yeah. Now, before I forget, I'm gonna check out what... Absorbs 20 stamina, that's what it does. Alright. No, don't equip it. That's what it does. Absorbs stamina. Probably very good. Alright, so what do we have in here? Some ominous mist. Alright, iron ore. Wolves. Oops. There we go. Ice wolf. And I want one more. Like so. Once again she... Come on. She interrupted my... Is there something bugged here or what? Or is it like the... There we go. Okay, there we go. She interrupted my execute, which is fine, but there's something, I don't know, the hitbox or something that wasn't working properly. There we go. Steel arrow, yes, will be taking that. So no trolls yet. Gold. Corundum. Fine, I will do some mining. Just a little bit. There's some singing here. Yeah. Fiona. I'm trying to remember, but I think that maybe it was the one that the ghost was talking about all that way back in the prison-y thing where we found Caden. Was that his name? I think that this is her. I don't quite remember, but it could be. But I also found some orcish armor that are scaled armor even. 46. That's a shame. That's a damn shame. I want some new armor. I want something that looks cool.
Greetings, fellow traveler. I apologize for my singing. I didn't realize I had an audience. I sometimes fashion myself a bard or a sword singer of legend.
No, she sang good. That's a beautiful song.
It's more ominous than beautiful. But I suppose its melody won't lack for suitors. Maybe not now, but in time.
That melody you sung, it's not as common as some of the other local favorites.
No, I imagine it isn't. Few have ever heard it, and even fewer understand what it's about. Some say it's a quiet song of glory, while others will tell you it tells the loudest of tragedies. You see, to be a companion, to be part of the circle, one must give up a piece of their humanity. It was not something I was willing to give. So I left my shield brothers and sisters and set out on my own. I figured I needed time to myself, and I've grown weary of saying goodbye.
I wonder what that would be in terms for myself. Once humanity is a small price to pay for great power. No, I don't think that's not the way my character is. I imagine it would be a difficult choice to make.
Not at all. The choice was easy. I've always been suspicious of easy power. The only strength that you can truly rely on is the kind that's earned.
Have you ever thought of returning to the companions?
No. And it has nothing to do with the circle. That's why I left, but there's a different reason why I won't return.
What's the reason you won't... What's the reason you won't return to your Vasker?
When I was a child, I thought of nothing else but joining the fabled companions. Not out of some desire to be a hero, but because I believed there was no safer place to live than inside the great mead hall of Yavaska. I remember kneeling on the steps, drenched in wet rags, the clouds practically screaming the rain. I must have looked so pitiful, begging Skjor to take me in. Yet it wasn't pity he gave me, but scorn. "Who do you think we are, girl?" he said. "Yavaska is not an orphanage." And he was right. All my life I'd sought the protection of others, when I should have been learning to protect myself.
Is that why you cut ties with your familiar? It was her!
My familiar? How do you know about him?
I met him in a prison in Eastmarch. Your name, the accent, it has to be you.
But how? How is that even possible? I knew our bond was strong, unusual even, but well, what did he want?
He longs to see you. It's what binds him to this plane.
No, I can't. It's not a period of my life I remember often or care to. I was a child with a doll. One that could speak, but a doll nonetheless.
It would require some innate magical ability to summon such a ghost.
I never developed any real magical talent. Didn't learn the finer points of spell casting. My only trick was to summon that familiar.
How would you go about summoning it?
All I had to do, all I had to be, was scared. Throughout my youth I was plagued by nightmares, and I would conjure the spirit out of reflex. And when I had him near me, saw the way his body lit the darkness, I felt safe. But then I grew up. Enough time passes and you forget the things that frightened you in the first place.
How did you eventually become a companion?
The wolves will recruit any fighter who is strong and virtuous, for there are few in this world who are both. My chance came about 7 summers ago, when the city held a tournament to celebrate the birth of the Jarl's son.
What happened at the Jarl's tournament?
I was a girl not even flowered, and the crowd behind me laughed and jeered when I requested to enter my name on the archers list. But all went silent when Yule and Greymane vouched for me, and paid for my entrance with a dagger from the Skyforge.
Why do you think Jorland vouched for you?
From his view atop the Skyforge, he'd seen me grow from a child who could barely knock an arrow to one who could bullseye a flame. He watched me train outside Yavaska day and night, in the chills of winter and the rains of spring, so that I could one day earn my way inside. And on that day, there was not an archer in Whiterun whose aim was more true. Not Aethys or Irileth, not even Ayla the Huntress would best me.
Calling me impressed, besting those 3 is an impressive feat.
I was fortunate. Ayla's a more skillful archer than I, but on that day she was not at her best, and I was never better.
Are you an adventurer of some sort?
Hardly. In my time with the wolves, I did a lot of small favours, pest control, muscle jobs, or hunting down petty thieves. As someone who spent half her life in the slums and the other half tracking and hunting forest game, this work came easy. Unfortunately, raiding caves, Draugr crypts, ghost ships and spider dens are another matter entirely.
You seem like you can handle yourself in a fight.
True, but there is a certain type of skill set you need to survive as an adventurer. You need to know which mushrooms are food and which ones are poison. You have to learn how to sleep on a bed of rock and with one eye open. And, as a hunter, you have to get used to the idea of being prey. The worst part is, you might spend a week in some crypt and have no treasure to show for it. So you also have to learn to handle disappointment. Yet it's not the size of a cave that worries me, but what lives inside it. Particularly the caves marked by the Falmer.
What marking do you speak of?
The Falmer marked the entrance to their caves with a sculpture of painted bones. I'm repulsed by it. But I don't think I could venture into a cave if I wasn't sure those things weren't looming beneath. The markings help.
You won't considering seeing him again.
Whatever bond we shared is best left to memory. And memories always seem beautiful because, well, they're imperfect. The reality is my familiar was a crutch, a substitute. For a time he served a purpose, but at some point he only served to make me weak.
You sound like you almost resent companion work.
Resent is probably too strong of a word. My time with the wolves was disappointing, but only because I had a false impression of who they were.
What did you think the companions could do for you?
As a child, I thought they could protect me. As a woman, I thought they would groom me. It was naive to think so. Wolves may run in packs, but there's a hierarchy, and a competitive one. Whatever skill or strength I gained, I earned on my own.
Found anything of interest here?
Nothing. Just the usual trinkets surrounded by corpses, blood and bones. The bandit corpse over there is still fresh. Looks like I arrived here before the wolves could desecrate it. The face on that one looked familiar. I almost thought it was someone I knew. A friend's, cousin's, uncle or something. What does that make us? Strangers. But even the death of a stranger seems like something worth mourning.
You're right, we should bury the body.
You're welcome to. It's not something you want to make a habit out of doing, though. I mean, if I could, I would give them all proper burials. But there isn't enough time in this lifetime and the next.
Why do you fear the Falmer?
I grew up in a poor village outside of Whiterun. It was very small but full of children and as such, full of life. They said when we played in the yard, the peals of laughter rang all the way to Dragon's Reach. Yet, when I think about that village, I can never hear it. I listen for it, train my ears toward the darkness. But what comes out isn't laughter. There were screams that night. So many screams. The Falmer took my mother, they took my father. They tried to take me.
How did you escape the Falmer attack?
Before she took me in, my mother used to light a single sconce by my bed to ward off the dark. I remember the way the light wrapped around its face, how it stood there, tracing its mouth with its tongue. I'm sorry. No more talk about the Falmer. They're foul creatures, and if I never see another, it will be too soon.
Right. Okay.
Alright then.
I thought maybe that she would be up for joining my merry band of competent warriors, but apparently not, which is a bit of a shame. It seemed nifty. But we checked out this cave, so let's head out. Also like the symbolism of her having killed wolves while leaving the companions. Yes. Now she's singing again. Well, maybe she can join up later. It seems weird that she isn't a follower, but well, it is what it is. Steel arrow. That's the one I missed earlier. So at least we got this cave checked out, and it was nice that I was correct about Fiona being the one I thought she was. Memory is pretty good sometimes, I must say. Weather cleared up, which is also very nice. So what do we have now? We have a road to follow. Which we will. Zoom out a little bit. Don't have to be breathing down his neck. Another cave up here. Teleporting follower, also very good. Okay, so what is... That is... Would we... I kind of want to see what's at the end of the road. If we just... I mean, it's gotta stop, right? Don't think I ever have been at the end of one of these roads before, so... Why not have a little look-see-loo now that we're here? Some construction over there that we will have to have a look at as well. Well, the road keeps going for a little while longer. Oh, I shouldn't. Well, apparently not. There we go. Spirit Hound. Spell Tome, Soul Trap. We'll take that because we can probably sell it. Well, there's necromancers here at least, we know that. Which is good, I guess. Good to know. Good to know. I'm gonna drop a little bit of a save here. Because I... level 16, I don't know. They might be a thing. Ha! That is so good. So good. Whoop. Nope. Oh yes, I was hungry as well, I forgot. Good. They weren't as bad as I thought. I thought that those would be very much worse than that. Oop, now I ate two. Didn't mean to do that, but it is also fine. Okay, so we are technically in Cyrodiil now. And not in Skyrim anymore. We're not in Skyrim anymore. What do we have here?
I wonder what's more dangerous.
Bloodlet Throne. That does sound ominous. Like, very ominous. I guess there's ogres in here too. Bloodlet Throne. Do we have anything interesting over here? Not really. I guess this is... I can confidently say I have never been here before. Like, ever. Let's take a little bit of a run around just to make sure that the surroundings are okay. I'm getting colder. Like, where am I on the map? Well, now I'm back in... And I went off the road. More footprints. Don't know what that is. That marker on the compass. I have no... And I don't recognize it, like, at all. Minotaur or something. Okay, let's... Yeah. No. Ah, he's attacking a wolf. Should we... Oh. Oh, Asra. Level 25. Oh. Sora is taking no prisoners. Kine Spear. Dragon Slayer. Gee buzz, we got some stuff here, didn't we? And a wolf. And a wolf. Alright. Well. Cool. We just need to check out this vista as well. We just need to. What can we see from here? Is that the lake outside of the camp? I think it is. We have Helgen down there. We have a dragon there. Okay. Okay, yeah, we got... Is that Helgen? I think it is. If I look at where I'm... It must be. Yes, it is. It must be. So then we should have Whiterun. I am cold. Why am I... Oh, it's really cold down here. Oh, up here. Let's get to his... I think he had a fire? Maybe? No? But he had a chest that I didn't check out. Okay, so we are getting cold and stuff, so we can go into the Bloodlet Throne and have a look what's in there. I'm just gonna run inside, and I mean there's a road down here. It reaches snow-covered halls. I'm all like, what to do? There's so much stuff, so much to look at, so much to experience. When you go off the beaten path. But I want to check out the Bloodlet Throne. Yes, I do. So, I will actually end this episode here on a little bit of a cliffhanger. And I will say thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Okay, bye bye.